The nurse managed to dig this up, and I was able to extract it from Matthias's grubby little hands. We're now even, Hades. 3 for 3. I will leave this city and never return.
Welcome, and congratulations on being chosen for the Newberg Group Special Information Division. In this introductory video you will be given strictly confidential information regarding the entities known as blank bodies, their culture, their strengths, their weaknesses, and how we at the Coalition organize ourselves to oppose this threat to mankind. Officially, we do not exist. You will not be thanked for your duty. You will die in the dark, so those unaware of this threat may continue on in the light. Let us begin. Please turn to page 5 of your introductory guide, sublabel Introduction to Blank Bodies. Blank bodies are humanoid entities afflicted by a condition causing an insatiable thirst for blood, fatal UV sensitivity, and supernatural capabilities. They may also be referred to with the following alternate nomenclature: vampires, kindred, licks, canite, leeches, Ashira, Laban, or Kinjin. These entities are a global epidemic, and their affliction is transmissible through exsanguination of a chosen victim followed by forced blood transfusion of the blank body's own blood. Analysis has determined that a blank body has an blood alternative which we are referring to as VTM. It is the duty of the Coalition to prevent the continued spread of this disease. Blank bodies possess a multitude of supernatural abilities and shared weaknesses, however they also can be split into multiple genotypes which they refer to as clans. We will first begin by analyzing the generalized symptoms of this contamination. The first and most obvious symptom is an extreme case of hematolagnia. They will seek out blood in a variety of ways and can feed using elongated canines. This blood is converted into an amalgamous substance called VTM, which replaces almost all bodily fluids as well as being used as a fuel for their other abilities. This VTM is the only thing allowing the blank body to survive, as their internal organs wither away and they are left in a stasis of, when they died, becoming pale and temporarily locked in their current biological state. This also causes many older infected individuals to exhibit a difficulty in learning new technological, cultural, and societal norms. All blank bodies are incredibly durable as bullets, blades, and blunt force all have very little effect. They are, however, extremely vulnerable to the effects of sunlight and fire. Incendiary rounds will come standard issue for all members of the Coalition combat branches. In addition, it appears that many have a strange aversion to the symbols and sites of Abrahamic religions and other mythological weaknesses such as stakes to the heart. Please refer to Chapter 22, Mythological Basics, before making any assumptions based on tales. Blank bodies do not need to breathe or eat and are heavily resistant to temperature. They do, however, still need to sleep, in a state they call torpor, in which they are highly vulnerable. The most concerning effect of this affliction is their apparent non-senescence, which allows them to achieve a level of biological immortality. The oldest recorded blank body was over 3,200 years of age, having been infected in the 1200s set. He was confirmed to be deceased as of 1996 at the hands of one of his own kind. We will now discuss the individual genotypes and their known differences and patterns. Blank bodies refer to these genotypes as clans. This terminology originates from the mythological belief that each genotype originates from an ancient progenitor from where the different unique abilities split. They refer to this as the third generation. While it is true that the potency of the blank body's blood seemed to decrease with each further transmission of the condition, we have not found any evidence to suggest that a mythical third generation exists, nor have we found sufficient evidence to verify the rumors of the second generation or the patient zero of this disease. Please see Index for the Bloody Man, First Vampire, and Cain for further details. From what can be identified, there are 13 primary strains of the disease, alongside 2 aberrations and 2 lesser strains close to eradication. Each strain has access to 3 disciplines which come naturally to them. These disciplines are supernatural abilities which can allow them to gain supernatural strength, distort human minds, shape shadows around them, and many more esoteric abilities. Thankfully, each strain also appears to have its own major affliction known as a clan curse. We'll now move on to the Coalition United Kingdom informational frame.
There's a place at the table for every animal to eat in undisturbed comfort.
All residents of the greater Glasgow area, please be advised that as of yet unidentified threat has resulted in the death of a large number of citizens. Please stay in your homes. Do not go outside. Secure your domiciles. Arm yourself however possible. Do not listen to the voices outside. Do not listen to the screams. Do not listen to the dark father. The antediluvians have risen. Gehenna is upon us. All citizens are advised to pray and make peace with their God. This message shall now repeat. All residents of the greater Glasgow area, please be advised that as of yet unidentified threat has resulted in the death of a large number of citizens. Please stay in your homes. Do not go outside. Secure your domiciles. Arm yourself however possible. Do not listen to the voices outside. Do not listen to the screams. Do not listen to the dark father. The antediluvians have risen. Gehenna is upon us. All citizens are advised to pray and make peace with their God. This message shall now repeat. All residents of the greater Glasgow area, please be advised that as of yet unidentified threat has resulted in the death of a large number of citizens. Please stay in your homes. Do not go outside. Secure your domiciles. Arm yourself however possible. Do not listen to the voices outside. Do not listen to the screams. Do not listen to the dark father.
The following segments will focus on notable blank bodies within Glasgow and its Anarch movement, as well as recent activity within the city conducted by the Sabbath. The current framework of the Anarch community within Glasgow is split between two barons. Baron Heads controls large sections of central Glasgow and has several assistants controlling differing tasks within his areas. Recent evidence has suggested that most of these assistants have been eliminated. Baron Zoo is the rival Baron and seems to be working alongside the Sabbath, while also being the leader of the Tremere within the city. He is currently missing and it is believed that there will be a blood hunt called on him soon. Carter Wilson is a member of certain acting circles and is a more distantly connected figure to the primary group which surrounds the current goings-on within Glasgow. He is a known ventrue and is currently being further investigated for possible links to a previously identified blank body called Mrs. Rivers. Charlie Burke is a Tremere infected by another individual of note within Glasgow called Givenchy, IDG, LATR1488. They are currently employed as, to quote, purveyor of the weird and wonderful. They appear to have recently began hostilities with their sire and a psychological profile suggests possible trauma from interactions with blank body 1.4.8.8. They appear to have formerly been romantically involved with Veronica Comish, IDG, LAM, 1866, and are attempting to reverse their very recent infection. Clara Sheffield is a celebrity and an American immigrant and former nun, infected sometime in the year 2015 by her husband Gabriel Sheffield, exterminated by American coalition forces. She is blind and considered to be an inactive target, as she has disappeared as of the latest reports. She is presumed dead. Elijah Shaw is at Simis disguising himself as a gangrel, being on record for several minor criminal charges prior to infection, and is considered to be a highly dangerous blank body. He seems to be incorporated into multiple of the social structures of Glasgow and has begun using his flashcrafting abilities to exponentially increase his threat. Research is currently being conducted into his family history, as records show that his older brother is currently incarcerated for an incident which resulted in his father's paralysis. He is due for release in the coming months. Elijah seems to have previously been working for the Sabbath but recently appears to be involved in the disappearance of Francis Hornbrook, IDEDIL, a 9561. It is believed he is involved in a number of murder cases running back as far as 2017. A psychological profile has determined a high likelihood of extreme antisocial personality disorder and signs of an intense fear of abandonment. Felix is a as of yet unidentified individual believed to be associated with both Francis Hornbrook, IDEDIL, a 9561, and Elijah Shaw, IDG, LATZ1149. It is very likely he has access to the discipline of obfuscate and is likely Malkavian, but no solid evidence can be produced. He is believed to possibly be dead after an encounter with blank body JUAS019. Francis Hornbrook is a La Sombra leader of the Sabbath within the city of Glasgow, going by the title of Bishop. He was previously identified within Edinburgh but seems to have moved his base of operations since. We believed he is in some way connected to Givenchy. Coalition forces were narrowing down on his location after a violent string of murders within the city under the direction of Agent Sigmund Argus, but it is now believed he had a violent encounter with other blank bodies. The blank body going by the moniker of Hades is a gangrel and one of the two leaders of the Anarch movement within Glasgow and is considered to be highly dangerous. It is believed he runs his operations out of one of the theaters within the city, however the exact location has yet to be determined. Local forces have been able to identify him as having once been called Simon Ripley. Further investigation is required. The majority of his support structure and assistants are suspected to have been exterminated as of this current time. Mr. Crane is an as of yet unidentified member of the Camarilla within Glasgow. Intel suggests that he is a physician. Veronica Komisch is a Malkavian and unlicensed private investigator who seems to have been infected sometime in 2023. She is currently under the mentorship of an unidentified individual going by CL. It is known that she was previously in a romantic relationship with Charlie Burke, IDG, LT, R1473, and still seems to hold some connection to them even in her mentally deranged state. Gavin Shue is the Tremere leader within Glasgow as well as the rival Baron within the region. Little clear information is known about him, but it is suspected that he was a part of a plot involving Francis Hornbrook, IDEBIL, a 9561, which was discovered by other members of his sect. It is currently suspected that a blood hunt will be called against him. Vix, also known as Kaya Richardson, was infected by Francis Hornbrook, IDEBIL, a 9561, but due to an abnormality it is believed she is now a caitiff, and as such is in a certain level of isolation from the other infected. A psychological profile has determined signs of trauma. Investigation has revealed a protector figure, servant named Bertie. She seems to be highly involved in the goings-on within the city, however does not seem to be in contact with her infector, leading to the belief that she is a genuine member of the Anarch movement. This now concludes the introductory training video for new members of the Glasgow City Coalition Enforcement Team. You will now be directed by your team leader to the armory where you will be instructed in the basic methods for